Hello and welcome to Gen Visuals. We are a tutorial and educational based YouTube channel. It's also a design team, so if you want to be a part of it and see some community events that are going on, make sure to join our Discord. We also have weekly announcements on our Twitter, so make sure to check that out. It will all be in the description. If you find this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for future tutorials and like. If you want to see any more tutorials, give us some ideas in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Alright, for this video we're going to be covering how to make 3D text in Cinema 4D. And we're going to be covering how to make a texture for that text, add some lights, and what are the best render settings in Cinema 4D. First step is creating our 3D text in Cinema 4D, and to do that, we're going to click MoGraph. The MoGraph is located on the top bar of Cinema 4D. We're going to click MoGraph, then click MoText. Now you see we have our 3D text, but it's currently not aligned in the center. This is Z, Z, and Y. You want to line this into the center, those axes. To do that, you see we have our left is currently aligned to the left. Well, we're going to want to click that and align it to the middle. Awesome. Now our text is aligned to the center and we're ready to change the text into something that we like. And for this, we're just going to change it to Gen. Easy. We're also going to change the text to a bold because I personally think bold text looks nice, especially if you're making it for a thumbnail. To do that, you see we have regular here in the options for the font, and we're just going to click bold. Now we have a much nicer looking text in my opinion. You can also mess around with the different fonts, and to do that, you just click font, and now you have all these different fonts. Quick tip. If you want to download fonts, default.com is a great website. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below if you're interested and haven't heard of it before. They have tons of free downloadable fonts on their website. If you want to change the depth of your 3D text, here's how you do it. You see in the depth option here, you can decrease and increase it. A fast way to do it is by clicking here and dragging up and down. But you could also just simply input how much you want your text to be. And we're going to do 150. Okay, now that we have a basic 3D text set up, we're going to add some color. And to do that, you have this gray space down here below. If you want to add a new material, you double click inside that space. Easy. Now, double click on there, and you pull up your material editor. We're going to want to change your color, so hover your mouse right here and click color. We're going to make our text red. Then just exit out. And to apply this, you can either drag your material onto here, and you see the arrows pointing down, and then you just let go. Another way to do it is by dragging the material just onto the text. Alright, now for the third step, we're going to be setting up some lights. And how to do that? We're going to first zoom out so that we can see the entirety of our text and see how the light is affecting it. Alright, I'm sure you already saw it, but you have a light bulb up here. You're going to want to click and hold, and then select spotlight. Awesome. And to change it, we have our Z-axis, our X-axis, and our Y-axis. Select on the Z-axis handle, click, and drag it backwards. Then select your Y-axis handle, click, and drag upwards. Oh, I almost forgot, but we have these three camera movement options right here. This one right here is meant for rotating the camera. This one right here, move forward and backwards, up, down, right, and left. Alright, but back to our lights. we have these 4 dots around this circle, and then we have 1 dot in the center. I'll show you what those do. The dot in the center moves this forwards and backwards, and also makes your light larger. And these, you just click and drag, and it makes the radius of the light larger as well. We're going to make the radius fairly large so that it covers the entirety of the text. Okay. Now let's click onto our light in the object panel, and then select shadow in the general setting option for light, shadow, and turn on shadow map soft. And what that does is it will trace shadows based on where the light is. I'll just give it a nice look. Alright, now that you've set up your first light, which is more than enough for a great looking render, we're going to go into our render settings. Our render settings is a film looking thing with a gear icon. A shortcut is Ctrl+B. Just click on that, and now you have your render settings panel opened. Click on your output, and resolution we want at 300. Enter. And let's render our current frame. Alright, that should be good. 1280 by 720 pixels and resolution 300. Alright, let's go into save, format, PNG, alpha channel, and depth. This doesn't really do anything if you're using a PNG format or not rendering a terrain. So for this instance, rendering text, it really doesn't matter what channel you use. Alright, and we're going to go down here in the render settings option and click effect. And then we're going to click global illumination. And what this does is it gives more realistic lighting so that the light that we actually put there is noticeable. If we did not use global illumination, you would just have a normal looking render and the light wouldn't really have any sort of noticeable effect on the text. And we're good to close out on that. Alright, now the last step is just getting your camera rotated in a way that you like it, and then you're ready to render. Awesome. Now, the render is just right next to the render settings. You just click that. Now, you have your 3D Cinema 4D text. Easy as that. You also notice there's some shadows here. That's from Shadow Map Soft. And to save this, you go File, Save As, make sure it's still an image, format PNG, depth 8 bits, DPI is set to 300, and that your alpha channel is on. And what alpha channel does is it just makes it have only the 3D text and deletes the background. So it's just a 3D text with a transparent background, which is great for thumbnails so that you can edit just the text. We're going to press OK. And name this gen.png. When saving it, it's very important that you do .png, otherwise the format of the file will not be able to be opened. So always make sure that you name your file and then have .png, otherwise the file won't be able to be opened. Save that, and you've just created some Cinema 4D 3D text. Give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. If you want to see a more in-depth C4D tutorial in the future, make sure to comment down below. And if you found this one helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching.